Wesley Nagy. I ain't sorry. I don't care about no They get on the court though.
We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside.
Here we go. Let's show what the score looking like. So he's not getting no points no more. Trouble defending the post. What? He can't check. Press to call for the screen. Oh yeah, he got mid-range jumper, nice. Good at finishing. Okay, I got you.
Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. So for the Clippers right now, Paul Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan, and it's Johnson in at the 3.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it. And guys, Courtney Lee, not the most flamboyant offensive threat, but he's a steady player at both ends of the floor. Makes threes at a high clip and competes defensively. One of those guys that you don't necessarily win because of, but you sure will win with.
And that one's good.
We got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
I ain't do shit on that.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Ball against Conley. 14 feet away. And the Clippers miss again. Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And you guys know how much I love aggressive defense, but in that game, they were just a bit over the top, and it wound up getting them in foul trouble.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was not just aggressive, it was reckless. I mean, they approached it more like bumper cars in the game of basketball.
And the Grizzlies, guys, a powerful post-play team. Mike Conley, though, is still the straw that stirs the drink. I mean, he may be the most underrated point guard in our league. His quickness and ability to penetrate the lane brings a great balance to their offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies.
Okay, D, I see y'all.
I
see y'all.
Tony Allen subbed in for Courtney Lee. Conley gets the bucket.
Let's go.
Clippers trail by 4. And Conley at 6'1", about 175. Pretty slight frame, but Clark, he doesn't get pushed around.
Well, he embraces the team's tough defensive style. He gets into you, racks up steals. He's really a committed defender.
All me.
That possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Yeah.
Allen outside.
Hey, check it.
Shot is off. And the Clippers will come the other way. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
No doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
And over time, it looked like they were resigned to their fate. They kind of gave in. It's hard to come back when you get down like they were, and they just didn't seem to have enough fight to make a goal.
And a wide open look for Free. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
You know, it always is, and it has been so far. And they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Let my team win.
And that one's good.
Don't lose the game.
Basket of the night.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with Coach Doc Rivers. In the first meeting, he said that he didn't feel his team was as sharp as they needed to be in their offensive sets, and that is what cost them the game.
Let's go.
He told me if we can take care of the ball and execute in the half court like I know we're capable of, it puts us in a much better position to win against this team. Let's see if that's the case.
Okay, Doris, appreciate the information. I think, guys, it's not the first time that shooting has been a focus for this team.
Not at all. I mean, a lot of their offense.
Paul Pierce getting shut down. He can't rebound. Doesn't close out. Okay, he don't play defense. Damn, but he,
Switch here. Chalmers is checked
good
in.
On the O, garbage on the D. That's NBA. So I'm nice on the D. But my O is kind of garbage. Yeah, nigga.
There's a minute left here in the first quarter. Here's Pierce, and it's right, sending it back.
I got that. All right.
Here's Rivers,
reset.
but they recover it.
Yeah.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Yo. Oh, he done.
Now here's Freak.
He done.
Pierce covering. Freak dishes to Green. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers.
Make a power forward
word that just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
Yo, man. I caused that whole joint. You gonna sit me down?
Clippers trail by 4. Randolph is the 4 with Gasol in the middle. A lot of defense with Conley and Lee in the backcourt, and it's Freak in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Crawford, no one around him. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that.
You see that, yo? I'm wide open on the thing.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
3-second defense. Okay.
You know,
I got a small screen. Y'all can't.
The NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now. That love affair, being labeled a group.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
Can certainly stifle your popularity.
Oh, I'm out there. See Bo.
Out to Conley. Randolph, a screen on Paul.
Oh.
Back to Randolph.
Okay, he's wide open.
Good, he hits the jump shot.
I need to get my jumper like that, man. Automatic.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
Paul outside.
He is doing him.
Johnson right side.
Shit.
Sinks the 15-footer.
Johnson's got all right, Point. You gotta do it on your own, bro. I can't come to help. Can't afford it.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Conley kicks to Freak. Gasol a screen.
Can I get a fucking
6 on the shot clock.
Hey, I gotta work.
Here's Freak. It's deflected. Gasol up and in on the layup.
See me?
Gasol's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Those are the
I drew it up. Pass it, deflected, get it back.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Crawford passes to Paul. Jordan sets the pick for Paul.
Okay, he got that. Yeah, he got that. Ooh,
up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession. Chris Paul, guys, for the last decade, the best point guard in the NBA. Now, there's some new competition for that distinction, though, with Steph Curry breaking through to NBA stardom. And it's always exciting to watch these two go head-to-head.
Got Zebo dribbling.
How would you compare Chris Paul and Steph Curry?
Well, Steph Curry is just an off-the-chart shooter. I think the best in the history of the game and overall shot-making and creativity as far as shooting goes. Paul is more of an orchestrator, a maestro supreme.
Free throw drop
I need to get a B.
Some solid numbers once again for Zach Randolph with Memphis last year. He just keeps plugging away, grinding out, no pun intended, chugging along and producing.
Yeah, 16 points, about 10.5 rebounds for Zebo. I mean, he's a classic power forward and always gives you the
no touches. You don't even touch the ball, son.
Here's Crawford. Crawford's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the
Back to me.
Gasol, a screen on Paul. And it's Conley penetrating. And Zach Randolph, the bucket on the assist by Conley. And that's now 6 points for Zach Randolph.
And, you know, for Randolph, he's been in the league so long, he still puts up double-double numbers. Averaged a double-double in 8 of his last 10 seasons. Remarkable.
He's good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to just 1 on the basket from Paul.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he just be getting warmed up here.
There's a good screen. Conley dishes to Gasol.
Okay, that was good shit. I had that boy even if he would miss.
To put up 15 and 10 or better. So it's a really finish.
The Grizzlies in the second. Kicks to Freak.
I see you, big boy.
Gasol against Jordan. No good from Gasol. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory, so they take the lead.
Hey, what is their field goal percentage right now?
First bucket of the night.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Randolph sets a screen for Conley. Back to Randolph. Freak with it.
What the
on him, and they'll turn it over.
Yo,
not get off
I
the
swear,
shot.
man.
24-second violation.
Be careful with that joystick, because once you start doing some shit, you ain't getting no shot off. You gotta finish your crossover first. Yeah, I deserve it.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very...
I'm trying to get back to the game. We told the coach it's be working for me. Wish you could speed it up though. Come on, coach. Where am I at, man? It's not me though.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. The amount of scoring we got from close range was great. Keep looking to make those quick fire entry passes.
Blocks,
It's hard to with a bunch of layups,
steals,
6-footers.
we gotta get more
Now I'll
assists,
give credit where credit
rebounds.
is due. We've taken
Field goal
very good care of the
percentage is
basketball. Turnovers were scarce, and we need to keep it that way. This
Protect
game
the ball.
shouldn't be as close as it is.
Yeah.
We're the better team.
Yeah.
And it's been a back
But it is
game
what
so
it
far
is.
With no ground given through the first half. Third
I need more minutes.
and
That's why
Memphis
we're doing.
making a change here. Freaks
Damn.
checked in.
See?
And we're just about 2 minutes into the
Damn.
second half now. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Setting the floor for the Clippers. Inside, it's Griffin and Jordan. Paul and Crawford pair up at the 1 and 2. And it's Johnson in at the 3. No luck.
Just tentative
Yeah,
in the
that
paint,
was
lacking
smart.
a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Lee against Crawford. The rebound by Gasol.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Gasol is screen on Paul. Conley kicks to Freak.
Let's go. Come
And it's the
on, man.
Clippers with the rebound. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
And looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential.
got that.
They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Gasol kicks to Lee. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Freak passes to Gasol. And stolen by Jordan. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Lee. Baseline J on the way. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization.
All right,
Not only
time to
is he
take
the
over the game.
head
Let me
coach,
see
but
that
also
shit,
in
son.
charge of
Give me that
all
ball, yeah.
basketball operations, really the leader
that.
in a lot of ways for this team.
Clock at 6. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
Cheating ass motherfuckers. Shit, man.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Freak, he's in at 3. Green is out there with Zach Randolph. Then it's Conley, and it's Ennis in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
LA has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. The feed now to Johnson.
You know, something that's floating around in the sports world and in the NBA is reseeding after the playoffs start. And for those of you who may not understand the situation, it's simply saying that no matter what, he would play the lower seeded team, however you get to those numbers.
Randolph, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And with that whole concept of playoff reseeding, so often we'll see a 2nd or 3rd seed team get a 6th or 7th seed team in the second round. Meanwhile, Greg, the top seed plays the 4th seed no matter what.
You know, I think in a few cases it would have made a major difference in how the playoffs would have played out. And quite frankly, I think it also puts more value on the regular season if that #1 seed could play a 7th seed, if you will, in the second round. So I think that's something that the commissioner and the competition might want to reassess.
Pick by Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Jimmy dishes to Griffin. Makes it off the glass.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime? Much more effective here in the second half.
Still killing him. See that rock, man? Time to take over. You see that?
And so he draws the foul on the shot to the line to shoot 2.
Bucket.
And to nobody's surprise, Zach Randolph enjoyed an outstanding season, Clark, in 14-15.
Move to shooting
by taking more of a backseat to front court make Marc Gasol, Randolph played better, the best rebound rate of his career.
Barnes, he's checked in for James Ennis.
And for the Grizzlies, they had to be encouraged by Randolph's play after signing him to that extension. I mean, he'd been set back by the knee injury, but he came back in a big way.
Oh, shit.
Here's Smith.
Don't leave your feet. Never leave your feet.
Breaks a big high bounce and goes in.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effective.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Randolph sets a screen for Freak. Pass to Randolph.
Somebody's open.
To the inside.
There you go. Fucking shoot the ball.
And that's good. For 2.
And Randolph happy to be back in Memphis. He said, this is home. This is where I belong. And look, he's helped establish this team as a power in the Western Conference. And for me, this is the right place for him to be.
Griffin against Randolph. That shot by Griffin, no good.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Freak kicks to Conley. Down low, Griffin with the steal.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Clippers.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just at times seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the 2nd of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And partner, it sets up what should be a fantastic finale to the season series. Major bragging rights on the line that night.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Paul. He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the high hand.
He got 2 points when I was checking.
Green.
You see that, son? That was on?
Outside Conley.
Green the
screen.
What y'all doing?
Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation.
What are you doing? Like they cheating, motherfuckers.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Bitch, nigga.
23 seconds left in the fourth.
Oh, hit him. Slow ass spin. Let's go. Pass the ball.
To Green. He got an advantage.
Yeah. 2-2.
Off the pick and took it right in.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Brigioni. So the Clippers winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the side.
Did Tree come back? Did Tree come back?